Hey Math Aces! Welcome to Mr. Ace Math. In this video, we're going to take this expression here and break it down into terms. Then after we do that, we're going to combine any like terms we have to simplify the expression. When breaking up the expression into terms, what I like to do is start by putting a line at the front of the expression, a line at the back of the expression, and then dropping lines in front of our signs. So wherever you see a plus or minus sign, we drop a line in front of it to break up our expression into terms. I have a plus sign here, so I'll drop a line in front of that. A minus sign here, I'll drop a line in front of that. A plus sign here, I'll drop a line in front of that. A minus sign here, I'll drop a line in front of that. And a minus sign here, I'll drop a line in front of that. Now that I have no more plus or minus signs, I'm just going to seal the box by drawing a line across the top and a line across the bottom. So we've officially broken up our expression into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms. By the way, whenever you see a variable by itself, the number in front of it, called a coefficient, is always 1. So if you would like, you can just write a 1. So here, this C will automatically be 1C. And this D here will automatically be 1D. Next, I like to be really organized when I'm putting my like terms together. To do that, I create something called a term table. To set up my term table, I'll look for the different letters that I have. I have the letter C in the expression and the letter D in the expression. But I also have numbers by themselves. So I'm going to make a table with 3 columns. One column will be for the C terms. One column will be for the D terms. And the final column will be for our numbers called constants. Now we can look back at the expression and put the terms in the right columns. Our first term is 5D. That's a D term, so we'll put it in here. I also like to write whether or not it's positive or negative. Since there's no sign in front of it, it's automatically positive 5D. And then I'll cross it out of the expression. Next, we have positive 1C. That's a C term, so it'll go in the C column. And then I'll cross it out. Next, we have negative 3. That's a constant, so it'll go in the constant column. And then we'll cross it off. Next, we've got positive 1D. That's a D term, so it'll go in the D column. Positive 1D. And then we'll cross it off. Next, we've got negative 8C. That's a C term, so it'll go in the C column. Negative 8C. Then we'll cross that off. And our final term in the expression is negative 4. That's a constant, so we'll put it in the constant column. And then we'll cross that off. Now that we filled our term table, all we have to do is look at each of the columns and combine our like terms. So in the C column, I've got positive 1C and negative 8C. That's like saying I have $1 and I owe someone $8. Can I pay them back everything I owe them? No, but if I pay back with the one that I have, I'll still owe them 7. So this will be negative 7C. In our next column, we've got positive 5d and positive 1d. That'll make positive 6d. And finally, we've got negative 3 and negative 4. And if we add negative 3 and negative 4, that'll give us negative 7. Now that we've simplified every column, can we combine what we have here in yellow? No, because they're not like terms. So what we have are the terms in our expression in its simplest form. So for our simplified expression, there's a few ways we could write it. We could write negative 7c plus 6d minus 7. We could also write it with the variable d first. So it'll be positive 6d minus 7c minus 7. You could put the positive sign, but because it's the first term in the expression, you don't need to write it. You could even write it with the constant first, although as you'll learn in later grades, that's typically not done. The constant's normally left for last. So you could write it as negative 7 minus 7c plus 6d. You could even write it as negative 7c minus 7 plus 6d. The point I'm trying to make is this, especially if you have a multiple choice question. It's important to know that all of these expressions are equivalent, and they're equivalent because even though these terms are in different orders, they have the exact same terms within them. They all have negative 7c, they all have positive 6d, and they all have negative 7. So you could write any one of these expressions and they'd be absolutely right. Keep in mind, there might be other ways to write this as well, but all that matters is that any way you write it, it must have all three of these terms exactly as they are.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Questions? Comments? Leave them down below.
And thanks for using Mr. Ace Math. Don't just pass math, ace it.